菲律賓塔勒嘅光愛中心係海外義工團隊嘅訓練場地，等佢哋能夠體驗鄉村簡樸嘅生活，了解更多粵文化嘅工作，增加同唔同國家嘅人嘅交流，使佢哋學習生命嘅意義、分享、互相幫助嘅重要。嚟自唔同地方嘅團隊，擁擠擠咁住埋一齊，學習做唔同嘅家務，從群體生活、外展工作、小組討論同埋各樣嘅訓練裏面，身心靈同埋各樣生活嘅技巧都得以改進。佢哋都十分享受所分派俾嘅工作，譬如一齊製作短片，介紹菲律賓嘅生活，有啲教班、開辦球類同埋各樣活動，加上團隊中彼此作伴，互相提醒督促，發揮團隊嘅精神。
So this is my first time visiting Philippines, and I've been so happy to be able to meet so many friends from around the world, and also have the chance to visit the local elementary and high school, where I've met a lot of students of all different ages who really have a heart to learn. And it's really helped me think about how my attitude back home and how I can improve myself. This is also the first time that I was able to experience sleeping in a mosquito net and facing a lot of insects, which I'm actually afraid of. But it's really helped me to come out of my comfort zone and to experience a lot of new experiences.
At first, I didn't want to go on this trip. I would have preferred staying at home and just playing games and spending my time on the internet all day. But after encouragement from my families and friends, I decided to come on this trip. At first, I really wasn't used to this environment, but then one time when I went to the elementary school, I taught the children how to dance. And seeing how happy they were, seeing the smile on their face, really brings joy to me. This really opened my eye to a whole new world, a world where I'm not just spending my time in a virtual world, but really be able to interact with the people in the real world.
Same with my brother. I also didn't want to come at first, but we come in the end. Seeing a lot of needs in the people brings an urge in my heart. I want to help these people as well. Initially, I wasn't very used to the environment either, but over time I got very natural and got very used to interacting with them, and I felt very happy helping those who are in more needs than me. I wouldn't want to be selfish and think of myself only anymore.
As a long-term sponsor of Light and Love Home, I always wanted to come to visit the villages. This time being here, seeing with my own eyes, I really felt that putting a small portion of my salary aside really make a big difference in one family and one village. And I really see the work of Light and Love Home can make a big difference in this world.
This is my third time here in the Philippines, but I feel like this time through the interpersonal training, it has helped me to break out of my comfort zone, because I'm quite a shy person. So through the interpersonal training, I've been able to reach out to a lot of the locals and also overseas team members as well. So from young to old, through elementary, high school and also adults. And this has helped me to be more confident when I need to speak one-on-one or even in bigger group settings as well.
Actually coming here, I was worried about a lot of things. At home, I'm used to a certain level of comfort. I have my clothes washed for me whenever I need them to be, and I also have food prepared for me whenever I want it. But coming over here, if I didn't have to cook dinner or food with the team, we wouldn't have any food to eat for any of us. And if I didn't hand wash my own clothes in a bucket, I wouldn't be able to have clothes for the following day. So I'm really thankful for this experience because it's actually taught me a lot about how I can take care of myself when I'm out of my comfort zone.
So for me, before the trip I was worried about the food, but after this trip I learned to enjoy the food and it was really just like my mother's cooking, because as a team of volunteers we cooked dinner together, and I found this experience quite enjoyable.
This is my third consecutive year going to Philippines. You might wonder, why do I go to Philippines so many times? It's the same country, same people. But this kind of trip is unlike school trips. School trips, they give us the best of the best. Not saying that we have the worst here, but we get to experience what the locals have every day. From simple things from showering with a bucket of water, and then I get to see how they live.
This is the first time I come to Philippines. You might wonder why I come here, because I have a chance to come. I like the people here because they are very friendly and lively. The animals are also lively. I love this village very much. And when showering, actually I can use one bucket of water to wash myself. Unlike me, like when I was inside my house, I usually just take 1 hour to shower. So I appreciate the life here. It's very simple.
I really enjoyed the life here in Philippines. Although it's simple, but I find it to be fulfilling. I learned how to arrange my day and have a better schedule. There are many things that I was asked to do that I was uncomfortable with at first, such as dancing. I used to find it to be very embarrassing, but I became more comfortable with it and find that it's really good. Helped me to become more normal and to be more to help myself and my body. I also learned to be independent throughout this trip.
I really noticed that I changed a lot during this trip. Before I was really funny and I always joke around, but I know now I'm more aware when to be more serious and when to be funny also. Through this, I think I improved a lot, and I'm able to have a better relationship with other volunteers.
I'm a recent university grad, and I really want to share one of my experiences in this trip. So in the past, one of my greatest struggles was how to interact with other people. I would always use my mobile phone as my exit, as my escape. I would use it whenever I felt awkward in conversations or to avoid awkward silences. But during this trip, I really learned how to put myself in a group, how to take initiative to start conversations, and also how to talk to people who may not necessarily be my age, whether they're younger or older than me. Now I feel much more comfortable around them.
Back at home, I work in the events industry, coordinating a lot of corporate and social events. Every day was really, really busy, always trying to satisfy and please other people's material needs. So I needed a break. I felt I wanted to do something that was meaningful. So I took unpaid leave to come to this trip to the Philippines. And everything that I've done here, I felt has been so fulfilling for me. When I work with the local people and the other volunteers, I feel what I'm doing is very meaningful.
Back at home, I work in the film industry, and the hours are very long, and also people are always on the go. There is never a time for a break. And when I decided to come on this trip, I really wanted time for myself to reflect and review what is really important in my life. In this trip, I found that the schedule and the arrangements are very good, and I got to really think about what I want to do in my life and have a break and take time for myself.
我哋期望訓練年青嘅一代有好嘅身心靈同埋品格，敬神愛人，熱心公益，服務社群。